This is a SandyBoy Productions podcast.
Welcome to the Urban Pharmacy Podcast, where we help women remove the overwhelm of living their most holistic life. This is the place to find evidence-based nutrition tactics, healthy lifestyle and wellness tips, abundance mindset, and easily implementable low-tox living strategies so you can rise up to your full potential and protect your family's health. I'm your host, Stacey Heine, certified holistic nutritionist and better living advocate. Now, let's get empowered with some simple swaps that make a big impact for optimal wellness. Welcome to episode 36 of the Urban Pharmacy Podcast. Today I have a solo episode with me, myself, and I. Are you ready for a little bit of a mindset shift? Because that's what I'm here for today. I hope that you find some inspiration and can basically get unstuck with today's content. So, how in the world do we stop negotiating with our mind and simply get stuff done? You might be saying, Stacey, that is so much easier said than done. But listen, what I hear from clients, what I hear from friends, and what I hear from family is that there's just simply not enough time, or there's simply not enough money. You know, there's always these barriers. What are we going to do if we really want to change our life? We need to start taking action. So here's the deal. You either do things that create the life that you want, or you allow that inner voice to get in the way of you taking action, right? You either take action or you don't. And what holds you back is usually that little tiny voice inside of your head, or maybe it's a big voice. And today I want to help you release that voice that's in your head that's holding you back. Here's the deal. Everything you want in your best holistic life is on the other side of fear. It's usually on the other side of that little voice that's inside of your head that tells you that you're not good enough, that you're not smart enough, that there's not enough time, that there's not enough money. What if people judge you? What if people reject you? What if they tell you their opinions? What if they say no? Everything is on the other side of all of those excuses and all of those voices that you keep giving to yourself. So if you want to give yourself an excuse, that's totally fine, but you have to understand that if you give yourself excuses to not take action, you will have to live with those consequences for the rest of your life. Have you ever heard the song by Jimmy Buffett called Permanent Reminder of a Temporary Feeling? If you give yourself excuses to not do some sort of physical activity or go to yoga right now, it's going to be 5, 10, 15 years down the line that you will have to suffer the consequences. If you don't eat well for your body right now, you will have to live with those consequences later in life. It's very black and white. You either get what you want in life or you don't. And you can make it easy now and hard later, or hard now and easy later. And that all depends on if you are willing to put in the work and get the delayed gratification versus the instant gratification. Basically, delayed gratification is like saying you will work out 5 times a week, knowing that your body might not change much over the next several weeks or months. And it might not be until 2 years down the road that you actually have the body that you are envisioning and that you want. It's hard now, but it comes easier later. That's delayed gratification. Now, your body is working in optimal performance with that delayed gratification, and you won't have to worry about taking pills, feeling pain, having chronic health issues. So again, it's harder now if you put the work in, but your life will be much easier down the road, right? And on the flip side is that you're eating whatever you want. You just kind of give up. You're like, I'm just, I'm going to give myself a few months off. I'm just going to go ahead and go out to that restaurant tonight and, eat the pizza. But then you continue making that a habit, like over and over and over again, because it tastes good for 5 seconds, and you're not going to work out right now because you don't want to get up earlier, because you're tired and you're a mom or you're an entrepreneur. And later on down the road, after all of your hard business work, you're left with money, but you're not left with health or true happiness. And this is why I teach women how to have both at the same time. You don't want the instant gratification in terms of trying to grow your business or trying to put off your health. You need this delayed gratification so you can do it the right way. The fact of the matter is that you don't want to be left to potentially die earlier, have chronic pain, be unhealthy, overweight, inflamed, obese, uncontrollable in your own body, or uncomfortable in your own body, simply because you decide that you want to take the easy way now, the easy route, right? So you go for instant gratification and you eat the food, even though you know it's not ideal for you, and you don't care about what it does to your body, or you choose that delayed gratification and say, I am not going to eat the crap food. I'm going to find a better alternative. I'm going to show up for myself right now because I matter and my story matters. Look, everything that you want is on the other side of that little voice that's telling you not to do these things. And Will Smith even said, God put all the amazing things in your life on the other side of fear. So Will Smith, he knows what's up, right? Everything is on the other side of fear. And the only thing that we should be fearing is fear itself. I mean, does that sound like super corny and cliche? It's true though, right? We should not be fearing anything else, because fear is the only thing that's holding us back from creating our legitimately ideal life and stepping into the future vision that we have, that we know we can have. Fear is literally the boundary of our comfort zone. And if you are listening to me right now, you are trying to get out of your own comfort zone in some sort of way. That shows me that you are in a comfort zone. And when you get to that edge that you might be at right now, your mind tries to create fear so you stay in your comfort zone instead. It's a totally natural safety mechanism that all humans have. But instead of trying to back off, I'm going to encourage you to not allow your brain and your body to paralyze you, but to recognize when you feel fear. And that is your perfect reason not to back off, but to let the physical manifestation of fear help push you forward just that much more. Hopefully that made sense to you. So look at the life that you have right now. Are you living in your comfort zone? Maybe, probably, hopefully not. But I mean, if you're listening to this, you're getting a little bit uncomfortable because you're trying to grow, right? The life that you want, that's outside of your comfort zone. Okay. So let's just seriously clear that up, because the life that you want is not in the life right now. The life that you want is outside of your comfort zone. The life that you want is not right now, meaning that you're comfortable right now. Let's get uncomfortable so that we can create that ideal life. Everything that you want is on the other side of fear. God did that. Just FYI. Don't fear anything else other than fear. Living life as a captive to your fear prison is not a life that is fully lived. You are going to end up at the end of your life and realize that you wish you had done more. In a recent episode where I was interviewing Talia Furman about what holistic living means to her, She said that part of it means getting to the end of her life with as little regrets as possible. That is so good, right? Not living up to our full potential is one of the scariest things to me. I don't know about you, but it's really scary to me because I know I have so much potential. I know you do too. We just have to step on the other side of fear. We have that little voice inside of us that tell us, and it honestly never goes away, but it always tells us, that we're not good enough or that we don't have enough to get to where we want to go. It's always going to be there, but you have to learn to stop listening to it. And you have to dance with the fear. So stop trying to push it away and learn how to dance with it. Learn how to do the tango. The little voice inside of your head, or the big one, right, is there and telling you again that you're not good enough, or that you're not pretty enough, or that you're not worthy of the epic life that you know you can have and that you want. It is keeping you eating the junk food. It's keeping you uncomfortable in your own body because you're not confident in how you look, because you keep treating your body like crap. It's keeping you stuck on the couch, binging Netflix and scrolling Instagram for hours on end, not creating the business that you want to create, not saying yes to that business venture that you've been thinking about. It's that voice that says, who cares about the consequences? But right now, we are going to smash that, because everything that you want is on the other side of that voice. That's just a fear voice. We have to go against the voice. So when you feel that voice pop up inside of your head, it's an example of exactly what we shouldn't be doing. If it says to do X, we're going to do Y. We're going to go the opposite way. We are going to choose not to negotiate with our minds if we want to create the life that we want. So don't let the voice win. You can honestly defeat it. Like, you legit can do it. You can. I know you can. So maybe you are currently living with a lot of fear right now, and it's really, really loud. But the goal, once again, is to turn that voice down. Take it down from a 10 to a 1. Take it down from a 10 to a 5 and see how much your life can change. It might not go all the way off, but we can turn her down. We can turn her down. Okay. And the difference between people who have the life that they want and who don't is the choice to listen to that voice in their head or not. So usually people who don't have the life that they want are typically listening to that voice way too often. People who are more successful and they have that ideal life and they're living out that dream vision, they have the choice to stop listening. And you honestly cannot outthink your mind. So do you like to just sit there and think about your limiting beliefs? Probably not, right? Like, you probably don't like to just sit there and think about all the things that make you fearful. If you do, it's not going to make them better. You're just giving them energy, right? So I'm going to encourage you to take action, because that's the only thing that's going to get you to overcome those limiting beliefs. If you think that you aren't worthy, you need to force yourself to take action until you feel worthy. You have to start eating healthy. You have to stop using toxic products. You have to master your mindset. You have to make time to get your business tasks done and prove to yourself that you are worthy of feeling well, doing well, getting ish done, and changing your life. I want you to accomplish this slowly but surely, and take the action to overcome the limiting beliefs, one at a time. You can not think your way out of the limiting beliefs. You have to take action against them. You can't just think, I'm going to be better. No, you actually have to do it. It's helpful if you say it out loud. Sure. Like, today, I'm going to get stuff done. I am going to take action and I'm going to prep food. I'm going to put healthy, nutrient-rich food into my body. I'm going to ditch my toxic shampoo today. I am going to buy an air purifier today so that I can take control of my health. One thing at a time. I want you to not get paralyzed by these actions, but take action. Take imperfect, messy action and know that it's going to get you to your ideal life, one step closer to your ideal life. So the obstacle that's in front of you right now, presently, is the way to get to where you want to go. Does that make sense? The obstacle that you have right now is the way, because you have to go through it, and the universe will provide the places and the things and the people that you need to show up and to give you the life that you want if you just start taking action. So it's not about succeeding in spite of somebody else or something else. It's that I am going to succeed, but work through it, right? I'm going to work through my fears. I'm going to work through my biggest obstacles. And right there, that is your biggest opportunity for growth. It's going through your story. It's going through your relationships. It's going through your obstacles and letting them show you what you need to work on. If you just keep avoiding, the voice is going to get worse. There is no negotiating. You must go through. It's going to tell you that you aren't good enough, you're not worthy enough, that you're not loved enough, that you're not worthy of making $500,000 or $200,000 a year with your small business, and that you can't have the vacation homes or the rental properties or the flips or you can't own land, you can't have your own homestead, you can't grow the gardens, you can't afford the low tox products, you can't put healthy whole plant food in your body. You're going to hear all of that because you're going to tell yourself that you aren't worthy because of your past story. But that's the biggest area of growth that you have to go through. Your comfort zone is where all of your dreams go to die, right? We know the same, like the most expensive place on earth is the graveyard, because that's where everybody dies with their dreams. This is simply because all of your dreams are outside of your comfort zone, and you cannot wait until you are comfortable or until you're ready. You have to jump off the ledge just knowing that the parachute is going to pop up for you and it's going to be there. And that's where faith comes in. And if you wait until you're ready, the time will never be perfect. That time is seriously like right now, like today, right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The 5-second rule by Jen Sincero. You need to read it. Take action now. So, like, for instance, have you ever said, I'll start my business in 2 months? And then 2 months go by and you say, I'll start my business in another 2 months when things aren't so busy, because that's what most people do. And they just let their life pass them by. But again, your comfort zone is the most expensive place to live. Like, what if you would have started that business 4 months ago? It's been 4 months now. Like, what happened? You keep putting it off for 2 months. You keep putting it off for 2 months. Like, do you want to know why it seems like there is less to do in 2 months from now than right now? It's because it's 2 months away. And if you look at your schedule right now, it's crazy. But if you look at your schedule 2 months from now, it's not so crazy. So you're like, I'll start it in 2 months. No, you can't do that. You have to start now. Like, there's never going to be a good time to get into your outside of your comfort zone. You got to do it now. You have to step into it. So it's going to look the same in 2 months. Like, your schedule is going to look the same in 2 months. So you're always going to feel busier in the present moment than you do in the future. So if you keep passing your dreams off to the future, your future will look exactly like your current reality. So you're going to be busy in the future too. You have to take action now. So stop acting like you are going to do it next week or next month. Your brain is putting these ideas in your head that you don't have enough time or that you aren't good enough. Your subconscious is always giving you those roadblocks. So if you keep letting that voice guide you and guide your life, it's going to look the same way 10 years from now, 20 years from now. How long have you been stuck in this current comfort zone, right? Ask yourself that. Has it been 5, 10, 25 years? Like, where are you? What are you doing with your life? You're in it right now. So how much longer are you going to stay stuck? Are you going to stay stuck forever, or are you going to take action today? You're either going to stay here and let your life pass you by, and you're just going to end up looking older, not doing the things that you want to do, So I say, why not look for that discomfort, seek it, go head on with the obstacles. And when you see that something's not comfortable, push yourself toward it, because that's exactly where the growth happens. So your brain is neuroplastic, meaning that you will always be learning until the day that you die, right? And it is the constant art of change. As long as you are pushing the boundaries and doing something different all the time, that's where all that growth happens and that learning happens. So constantly seek discomfort, constantly take action and do the things that you've never done. It is so cool that you're sitting there and taking all the courses, going through all the workshops, listening to all the podcasts, doing all of that. But like, are you actually taking action? Like, are you taking the action that you need to take to actually create that ideal life? Or are you just sitting there in your comfort zone? Your brain and your life skills will never change unless you constantly create that change and get out of that comfort zone. So remember this, your brain creates your thoughts and your thoughts create your feelings, and your feelings create the action or the lack thereof. And your action creates results, and your results create your life. Let me say that last line again. Your action creates results, and your results create your life. You're not going to get anywhere unless you take action. You've got to step into that fear. So you either create the exact same life that you've always wanted, or that you always wish that you had, where you push yourself into the discomfort zone and you do the things that you've never done before, and you have the life that you know you deserve. So I'm going to encourage you today to stop negotiating with your mind and master the voice that's inside of you. Own your insecurities and take action against them, and let your life be different, because it is your time to rise. All right. So did you like that mindset shift? If you did and you want more, make sure that you join in my upcoming workshop for women in business called Rise Up Live. It starts September 13th. Let's get ready for a new season of life with a week that's going to change your health and your business. Set yourself up for success with feasible lifestyle shifts and holistic approaches to leveling up your health and your entrepreneurial game. September 13th through the September 20th, you are invited to join me live in my private Facebook group, and we are going to link that in the show notes so that you don't miss a beat. We're going to be covering what holistic living means and why it impacts your business. We're going to be talking about how to begin implementing an optimal body nourishment lifestyle, why creating a success environment is critical to winning, and what to avoid so that you don't fail. We're going to talk about how to create a mindset shift and belief system that will help you take your vision to reality, how to define your story and why it's impacting your daily health decisions and your business. And I'm just simply asking you to show up for the energy that you want to share with the world. Whether you're looking to gain more confidence, create long-term health, increase your bottom line, or manifest your ideal life, this week will be game-changing for you. So if you're in, be sure to check the show notes and join in my private Facebook group called The Urban Pharmacy. You know how it's spelled, urban with an H, pharmacy with an F. Again, it's a private Facebook group, so be sure you join so you don't miss a beat on the workshop. I really hope to see you there. Be well. See you next time.
I'm over here cheering you on because you just finished another episode of The Urban Pharmacy. For today's show notes, head on over to theurbanpharmacy.com and be sure to join us inside our private Facebook group called The Urban Pharmacy, where we share inspiration, live trainings, and holistic living tips to help you build community and the healthy lifestyle that you've always wanted. If you enjoyed today's episode, make sure you hit that subscribe button and please consider leaving us a 5-star review. Before we connect again on the next show, follow me on Instagram at The Urban Pharmacy. That's urban with an H and pharmacy with an F. And I can't wait to hear your wellness journey as we get to know each other better. You know, there's truly no better time than now to level up your life, and I am so proud of you for showing up today. Until next time, be well, Health Crusader.